It's more confusing than Inception, harder than an erection. It's cooler than Andre 3000. Oh, let's get ready for Sweet Connection.
Hello and welcome to Sweet Connection. I'm your host, Kat. With me today is Jason Lewis. Jason, how are you doing?
Oh, good, thank you.
Oh, please stop. No one's going to know what that bit means because I'm not going to have put in the 5-minute intro of you doing ASMR sounds.
Or BDSM.
Yeah, all that as well. How are you doing?
What does ASMR stand for?
I don't know. I guess we'll never know. Let's move on.
Yeah, I'm alright for the third time of asking.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Good. Pissed?
No, not pissed. No, this is my first can of the evening. First and only can of the evening.
Shit me, and it's 9 o'clock. In the morning.
What have you been up to in the past couple of weeks?
Well, Ben, you asked me this, and then I have to think, and then I think too long about what I've been doing, then I get embarrassed and say nothing.
Yep, okay. You sure you want to stick with that answer?
Yeah, not a lot.
Okay. I'm sure
That's
things
it.
will come to you throughout the show.
Yeah.
Feel free just to step in at any time,
yeah.
interrupt any interesting story I'm telling.
Well, none of the stories you
just
tell are
go-
interesting. I can't even remember that story which I just ripped the shit out. It was about a clock, wasn't it?
See, you do because it's memorable.
What happened? It didn't work.
No,
You broke it or something.
I glued the clock to the tablecloth.
See, that's actually quite funny. You know, the way you said it. Fuck me, I could have cut my arm off and that would be funnier.
Brilliant.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Stop crying.
Have you been watching I'm a Celebrity?
Do you know what? No.
Strap in. Really? If you
I love
haven't,
it.
then
I watched the first few
you haven't
days.
answered the actual question yet. You have watched some of it.
I've watched some of it.
Okay. What do you think?
I think this is the worst year for a long time.
Really?
Yeah. Genuine.
Is
I like Caitlyn Jenner.
Is that because the girls refuse to do shower scenes?
No. Not,
Okay.
I just think it's shit.
They have also refused to go in the shower because they don't want to be filmed showering, as is quite a reasonable thing.
Yeah.
However, it is in the past there's been lots of girls showering.
Yeah, but the thing is,
in ever shrinking bikinis.
Yeah. But if you think about it,
which is why I watch the show. I'll be
they're
honest.
celebrities. Yes, fair enough.
They're vaguely,
and they're
celebrities.
sometimes attractive celebrities in there.
Yes.
But what also people need to remember is, yes, you're watching them shower, but they're also still filthy, and they're, still covered in shit, still smell like shit, and they don't look the best because
they haven't got
they've
any
been
makeup.
living rough for about 2 weeks.
And they haven't got any makeup, and you can really tell that they're very, very reliant on makeup when you see them in the morning. You think, bloody hell.
Yeah.
Especially Caitlyn Jenner. I mean, bless her.
I like her.
I like her as well.
I didn't think I would.
Why not?
Because she murdered a man.
Did she murder a man?
She murdered a man.
Did she?
Hit and run.
Allegedly.
She didn't run. No,
Allegedly.
it's true.
And she used to be fucking good at running, so she could run very fast.
I just like the way that she's very open about her transgender. And they sort of make a joke.
It's a pretty open secret at this stage, isn't it?
I was shocked, to be honest with you. But yeah.
So what joke did they make?
They said that like on the first day, didn't they? They sang a song like
Ant and Dec, or the actual contestants?
The contestants, and they sing a song that's like "She's More Than a Woman" or something. Or
did they? I missed that bit.
Yeah, it was like the first day or the second day.
And she was fine with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, boy.
As long as you're not offensive about it. I mean, it's a fact that she used to be a man.
Yeah.
There's no denying that.
She's gone full surgery, and she says she's got a wazoo instead of a kazoo down there.
Oh my, yeah.
Yeah.
In essence, yes.
I've never used the terms wazoo or kazoo.
I've never heard that term.
Wazoo means vagina, and kazoo means penis, I think. I just
What
made
is
it
a
up.
wazoo? Because I know what a kazoo is.
What's a kazoo?
It's like a little fluty instrument.
I winged that, and that actually is a quite good example.
It is.
Yeah.
But what is a wazoo?
A vagina.
Is it?
Well, it is now.
What do you think of James Haskell? He's had a few complaints recently.
He's just out there, isn't he?
bellend?
He's a posh twat.
A posh
And do you
Tory
know
boy?
why? Do you know who his in-laws are?
Are Richard Madeley and...
Richard and Judy.
Richard and Judy,
The biggest twats on telly. So, you
That's
can't really
not
blame
true.
them.
I'm not letting you get away with that. They're not the biggest twats on telly.
They're in the top 3.
Jeremy Kyle, Piers Morgan, Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond.
Richard Hammond?
Richard Hammond's a cock.
What about James May
Clarkson.
then?
James May's a good guy. He's not a bellend, James May.
Do you know what? I honestly wouldn't have put you as the type of person who didn't like the Top Gear presenters. You'd be the ones that would wake yourselves off over them.
I used to. Okay, I didn't wake myself off over them, but I used to like them.
I used to
I used to when I was 14, 15.
Yeah.
They're something that you grow out of, okay? Because
like wearing boys' underwear.
Yeah.
Which you haven't if you're a little man.
Because looking back, some of the things they said, it isn't particularly funny or witty. It's just offensive for offence's sake.
My eye stings.
Oh, okay.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because of you prick.
Hey, that was a happy accident. We will come to that later in the show. When
You
we're
already
talking
come.
about. No, I don't like him anymore. They're so old now.
Bit like the show.
Every time that I see Jeremy Clarkson, he looks like. How would you describe Jeremy Clarkson's face?
I say he looks like E.T. that's gone obese. An old E.T. that's got a bit too old and ate too much. His body shape is the same as E.T. when he stands up. Trust me, you won't stop thinking about it now.
He looks like Gordon Ramsay's dad because he's so much more wrinkled.
Yeah, E.T. Trust me.
I don't like him anymore. He's not really relevant anymore.
Anyway, so James Haskell, yeah, a bit of a twat.
Yeah,
a bit of a massive twat.
Literally, because he is 6'7".
Yeah, well, you know, you're 5'7". There's a whole foot difference between the two of you.
Oh, I'm not quite 5'7".
No, you're 5'5", aren't you?
True,
Sorry.
yeah. That's a fact. He has caused a bit of a controversy in the show with some of the...
Did he not have a go at like, his campmates for not doing as well in the trial or something as he would?
I didn't see that, but that sounds like the sort of thing he'd say. You know, like they do those challenges where they win the prize.
Dango dollar challenge!
Yeah. Where they have to do a task, and then they have to answer a question. Yeah. If they get it right, they get a treat. If they get it wrong, they get nothing.
Yeah.
And they have to then telephone their campmates back in camp and ask them the question and do it.
Yeah.
What?
Fuck me. Yeah. Carry on.
I'm explaining it to our foreign listeners. You forget most of the people who listen to this show.
Probably switched off by now.
Almost certainly. Listen to the theme tune. It's a great theme tune. Switch off when we start
that is
talking.
me on the show. Delete.
And they say what the question is, and then the whole team have to answer.
They're always tricky questions, though, aren't they?
They're always like
topical.
What
statistics.
Percentage of men have cheated on their partners? Like 15% or 35%,
13%,
or something like that. Yeah, but like he was saying that they took too long to answer it, or they should have stopped talking, or something, which is quite ironic because he has his own podcast.
Yeah.
Which he shares with like 3 other people, and
I've seen them.
He is the only one who ever talks. He interrupts people, he talks over people. So for him to say that they are talking too much is the height of irony.
Are you slagging off another podcast?
I am.
That's funny. Normally
Fuck
me
the House
that.
of Rugby. I don't really like him. I'm looking forward to it in the future because he's going to be doing MMA.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's signed with Bellator, which is like the second biggest cage fighting federation in the world after the UFC. I don't know, but every single... He's 34, so obviously he's had a full rugby career. He's still in like good physical shape. Obviously, he's a fucking unit. But he's going to be going and fighting against pro fighters who have been fighting their entire career. He's going to get his head kicked.
Do you remember Rio Ferdinand went into boxing, done one match and then stopped?
No, that was Freddie Flintoff.
No. Ferdinand never done a match, did he?
Yeah, because he was denied a boxing license.
Yeah,
that's how bad.
Shit.
Yeah, so basically, there are 2 other people who have gone from other sports to like fighting. Freddie Flintoff, who had one fight, and it was like a pissed up bar brawl.
And he won, though.
It was dreadful. He won, but it was a shocking standard. And then Rio Ferdinand, who went to do like a big TV program about it, but then at the end he was denied a license because he's like 42 at the time, and you shouldn't let a 42-year-old.
He was like 36.
He wasn't. He was older than that.
It's just when he retired from football.
He was older than that. No,
he's not even 42 now.
It wasn't that long ago, though, was it? It was only like 2 or 3 years ago that he tried that.
Don't you just hate it when you go on Wikipedia and they ask you to donate? It's like, fuck off. He's 41 now.
Okay, so that was only like 3 or 4 years ago. There's no way you should be starting to do fighting.
Here we go.
In your 30s.
Boxing career.
Yeah.
In September 2017, Rio Ferdinand announced that he was launching a career to become a professional boxer. His move into the ring was sponsored by Betfair, who assisted him in attempting to qualify for the British Boxers Board of Control before he began training and competing. Ferdinand stated, "I'm doing this for a challenge. I've won titles, now I want a belt." In May 2018, he has refused a professional boxing license. Following the rejection, he quit. Fuck me. Yeah. What a story.
That is the 2 predecessors for...
Speaking of sports people going into different sports,
yeah.
OJ Simpson went from football to what sport? Don't say murdering.
Being a murderer?
No.
I don't know.
Innocent.
Allegedly.
Jerry released a book pretty much saying how he got away with it as well.
No, I didn't.
No, he went to baseball.
Did he?
Yeah. fun fact for you.
Is that OJ Simpson you're thinking of?
It is OJ
Or
Simpson.
is it Michael Jordan you're thinking of?
Nope. But he also done it.
Yeah.
But OJ Simpson.
And was he any good?
Well. I think he was. I don't really know.
You should not trust OJ Simpson with a baseball bat, let's be honest.
No. Or knife.
Don't. Yeah.
But you can trust him with a really good legal team.
Even though he's currently still in jail, I think.
No, he come out. He came because he went in jail for
not for murdering someone.
No, he
probably
like blackmail and
extortion or something,
kidnapping or something,
Jesus,
abduction, something like that. He done something.
He's a very dangerous man who we should definitely not be slagging off. And yet here we are.
What's he gonna do?
Kill us?
We're in a different country for starters.
Literally murder us with his bare hands.
Wouldn't be the first time, would it?
Well, exactly. Now he's got good at it. He's got a great.
He knows how to get away with it.
Exactly.
The only problem is one of his lawyer teams aren't alive anymore.
He made a book with it, so clearly he's that confident about getting away with it. He actually wrote a book about getting away with murder.
Oh, I could write a book.
What bush tucker trials do you think you would be good at, and what do you think you'd be bad at? What about the eating trials? Would you?
I'd like to think.
Would you prefer them to the ones where you have to have like scorpions on your balls or something?
Isn't that they've got a bit drastic this year?
Isn't that one of them?
I would like to think I'd be okay at all of them.
But the eating ones.
I don't
mind necessarily like.
I think it's the drinking ones that set me off. You know, like when you got a milkshake and there's like cockroaches. I don't reckon I'll be able to do that.
I can't even drink like vodka and whiskey. No, that wretched.
I can't even drink water down in it like they down those milkshakes. Oh yeah, I think I could do the eating ones, like eating an arsehole. That's fine. Yeah. Typical Tuesday for me. You know, but like, and I think the ones where they like crawl around and they're like got rats all around and stuff. I think I'd be fine with that. Spiders, sort of, I think would put me off a little bit.
And big old fast huntsman spiders about the size of your hand.
They have to put in your mouth. Oh no,
yeah,
nah.
That's
okay.
Great.
Just like that, I couldn't do that.
However, for this year, they aren't eating any live insects. Are
no,
they?
So it's like the witchy bugs where you can't like rip their head off. And
I think they're already dead though, aren't they? Because you shouldn't be putting a spider in your mouth. That's not good for you or the spider.
No. And what if the spider enjoys it and wants to do it again?
Yeah,
or maybe. What if you enjoy it and it becomes a fetish? Then that's weird.
You can only get a boner if you got a spider in your mouth.
And Ant and Dec are watching. You're doing great. You're doing great.
You have to phone up Ant and Dec every time you wanted to have sex. If you're like,
FaceTime.
Look, can you just watch me bang my partner with this spider in my mouth?
I just keep saying, you're doing great.
You're doing great.
You're doing great.
You got 30 seconds left.
You're doing great.
That's 4 stars.
You're doing great.
Not great. Not great. I saw one the other night, which I thought, you know what? I'm not sure I could do that. You know why? Because it involved them being in a coffin. Which, as we know, I'm only claustrophobic when it's horizontal.
But again, I think I would find I'm a Celebrity too stressful as well.
Yeah.
And I don't deal with stress.
You find everything too stressful.
Yeah. I think give me a few hours, everyone would piss me off.
I think you'd piss everyone else off and they'd murder you. OJ Simpson style. And they'd get away with it.
Do you remember that year when Gino D'Acampo murdered a rat so he can cook it?
Yeah.
They'd do that to me. I'd be that rat.
With Gino D'Acampo, there's just like you on like a spit slowly. Ooh.
And my face is just like...
That Jason looks succulent. Ooh. When you got Ant and Dec going, you're doing great,
you're doing great. Or they just munch my bum.
Jesus. I've always thought, if I was a murderer,
okay,
the campsite that they are in, it's a permanent campsite. I'd wait until they had stopped filming. I'd buy a ticket, go to Australia, break in while it isn't being filmed. I'd then go right into the middle of the like camp where they'd be sleeping. I'd then start digging, and I'd dig like a series of tunnels, and I'd dig a big room to like sleep.
You've really thought about this, haven't you?
All right. I'd get, a bed down there, and like a sort of light source.
So you'd wait a year.
I would wait a year. I would live there for a year. I'd then wait until I could hear voices above me so that they are filming it, and then I'd slowly emerge out of the darkness, and then I'd murder everyone.
You do know that other countries use the same camp for their version of the show. I think as soon as the UK one's done, the Australian one's on. Which is weird. I'm a Celebrity Australia shouldn't be in the rainforest in Australia.
You think they'd be in like England?
It should be in like Croydon or something. Just like, or Margate, just... Do you know what I mean? It shouldn't be like in the rainforest in Australia.
No, it
should be Thetford Forest. Go on, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
I'm not sure Thetford Forest is even big enough to actually have a campsite in.
Put them in Centre Parks. Go on, just see how that goes.
Centre Parks would be good.
Or Butlins.
You just see like a family and their kids just walk by.
Whilst Peter Andre is like dangling from the tree or something.
Dead. He's just hanged himself.
Oh my... Ben.
Allegedly.
Too far.
No.
Too far.
That's what I'd do. Imagine that.
You've been thinking about that too much.
That would be the biggest news story of the year, you know that the footage would definitely get leaked, and you'd see online, like, you know, the like sort of night vision cameras of me slowly emerging from the pit and just killing everyone, one person at a time. I'd start with James Haskell. Start with the big one.
I'm a little bit scared right now. I think I should go into a different room.
Okay. Yeah?
Because we're locked in this room together.
Well, we're not currently locked in this room, are we?
Well, I don't know that now.
If you leave, I will spray you in the face with aftershave again.
My face hurts.
Did you see my advent calendar? That
no, I didn't, because some knobhead sprayed me in the face. I thought the worst part was it went in my mouth, but it's gone in my eye and I can't see.
Is this the aftershave or is this something else? She basically made me out of giant tubes.
Which I thought were Pringles.
And so, yeah, she actually made me that by hand. And she spent ages doing that. I was a little bit concerned because she was spending hours in her room, like, painting. I could hear, like, stuff going up in the room. And I was like,
Are you sure that's what
a little bit concerned with this.
Oh, it's so big I can't get my hands around it. Look what's going on in here.
What a nice long shaft this has got. But no, like...
oh, it feels so good.
She made my one in the shape of a Christmas tree, which looks really, really good.
Yes.
As you've seen, it's good. She also made one for her mum, dad, and her brother. And she made the mistake of having them all different shapes.
Has she got a lot of free time?
She has got a very lot of free time. She will hate me for saying that, but she really does. And so she made one of them in the shape of a star.
Okay.
Which looks okay. She then made the other one in the shape of, allegedly, a Santa hat and a bauble. However, it's quite difficult to make a proper bauble shape and a proper Santa hat shape. So she had to explain to me what they were, which is never a good sign when you give it to someone, but you have to explain what the shape is.
Yeah. You thought it was a penis, didn't you?
So the sort of Santa hat one just looked like a pyramid. Yeah. I was like, why have you made a pyramid?
The Egyptians loved Christmas.
And the bauble one looks more like a testicle. Because it's like round, but also has like a sat. It's really weird. But no, yeah. So she's put like a little gift in each of the tubes. And yeah. So the first day was some Christmas socks, very nice, which are now in the bin because they were too tight for me. Not a great start.
Oh my god! That's a 2 out of 5, Laura. It's a 2 out of 5. I will not be buying this again.
However, the one today was a nice little aftershave tester, which is what I sprayed in Jason's face.
Yeah. So Ben was like, "Oh yeah, she got me a sample," and I said, "Excuse me?" He went, "Yeah, sample." I went, "What, a urine sample?" And then you sprayed it in my face. The majority of it went in my mouth. A lot of it went in my eye, and you still didn't tell me if it was a urine sample or not.
If your urine smelled as fresh as that, I wouldn't need to buy aftershave. I'd just piss on
myself.
But
my eye smells lovely.
Okay. I mean, you can't see out of it, but it must smell. Mwah. And also, there's also a can of beer hidden there, which is what I'm drinking now. So that was a very nice surprise. I've got 23 more.
Oh, what did you get, Laura?
I haven't started buying her presents yet.
Me neither.
I don't know what...
Not buying Laura stuff, buying Cassandra stuff.
I don't know what I'm getting her. I've got an idea, but I haven't started buying.
I've got a list.
How are you checking it twice?
And I've lost it.
Okay.
So
maybe you should have checked it twice.
There was 7 things on that list. I can remember 3 of them.
I haven't.
And one of those things, she says, "Don't worry about getting it. You can take it off my list." I'm down to 2.
That's 2 more than I've got.
I'm just going to go to B&M and just spend more money.
Vouchers, here we come. Here's a B&M voucher.
You can't really wrap a voucher though, can you? Because it looks shit. Here's a piece of paper I've wrapped up for you.
Yeah.
Paper wrapped in paper.
It's also quite obvious what it is if you just hand them like a card.
I might wrap an individual £20 note or something. Right, there you go.
What if you got the voucher, but then you wrapped it in so much paper that it looked like the size of like a normal present, and she gets really, really excited because it's a good present. And then
or get like a necklace box, a really expensive necklace box with just like a B&M voucher.
Throw the necklace away.
Yeah, throw the necklace away. Free sell that on Facebook for some of the money. Then use that money. Oh, this is genius. To buy a £10 B&M voucher.
So I bought a £300 necklace, which I've sold on Facebook for 50 quid. I've then used 10 of that to then buy a B&M voucher, and I've put that in the box. And I've given that to her.
I can't see what's wrong with that.
I can't see what's wrong either.
No. Done. She don't listen to the show anymore, so we can see what we're like. She's lost hope.
Yeah, she does. Laura does.
Oh, Cassandra doesn't.
Okay. But,
hi, Laura.
Okay. This is going to be topical. What do you know about Prince Andrew, Jason? Shall we talk about Prince Andrew?
Prince Andrew.
Naughty Andrew.
The road I live on, at the bottom of the road, is another road called Andrew Close. And the estate that me and you live on is based on the royal family. So I don't know if you knew that. So I wonder if that road will be renamed soon.
Probably not, though.
No, probably not.
No.
But Prince Andrew, naughty man.
Why don't you explain?
Naughty man.
Why don't you explain to the world what he did?
Prince Andrew,
allegedly, but definitely.
No, this is fact now, isn't it? So Prince Andrew,
let's just throw the word allegedly,
which is obviously the Queen's son, her favourite son,
second son,
and her favourite.
Yeah.
That quite a lot of people have said who are connected to the royal family.
Not anymore.
Failed to apologise for being friends with a convicted paedophile.
Yep.
Failed to feel sorry for the victims of this convicted paedophile.
Yep.
And failed to...
not have sex with a 17-year-old.
Yeah, and failed to clear his name.
Yes.
So by doing a shitstorm TV interview.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, he was contemplating doing a second episode. I think let's make it a fucking series. That'd be great.
Let's make it a Netflix series.
Yeah.
Let's just start from the beginning. Basically, he's being accused by a woman who's now in her 30s that she was forced to sleep with him when she was 17 because she was living in the house of his paedophile friend and he told her to sleep with him. So she was forced to sleep with him. She was 17 at the time and there was a photo of Prince Andrew next to her with his hand on her waist.
And...
which is very, very...
Yeah, and he was so...
As part of the royal family, when they were never do that.
When they were like, no, I weren't at that party, and he was so precise, even though it was like 17 years ago.
Yeah. He said that he couldn't have been at that party, even though he was photographed with it, because...
he was at a pizza restaurant in Croydon.
A Pizza Express in Woking.
Woking, that's it. And he's like, well, how do you know that exactly? Trust me, being at a Pizza Express... is very unlike me.
Have you seen some of the Yelp reviews for that Pizza Express in Woking?
No.
It's pretty good. It has been rated 5 stars like 4,000 times. And it's like, this is great for an alibi, this restaurant. And things like that. It's amazing.
But then also he said, the accuser said that he had his hot, sweaty body all over her when she didn't want it. And he was like, that can't possibly be true because I had a medical condition at the time where I couldn't sweat.
He's certainly sweating now.
Yeah. Also, there's pictures of him like being a hot, sweaty mess, getting out of cars with pits. And
exactly, of course he is. But no, it was
a car crash of an interview.
He's also stepped down now from his royal duties. He might also have to speak to the FBI.
He was told he was relieved of his duties, so he was sacked
from being Prince.
He was sacked by his own mother for being Prince. But yeah, the FBI want to speak to him.
Good, because he's probably committed a crime.
Speaking of the royal family, have you seen that it was trending today that the Queen had died?
Is she dead?
No, she's not dead.
Okay.
But someone official done like a WhatsApp chat and it leaked and everyone was like, oh, the Queen's dead, the Queen's dead. That was the first thing I read this morning when I woke up.
If the Queen died, I don't think that would find out about it on WhatsApp.
No. Do you know what the process is when she dies? The country gets...
we get a day off, don't we?
We get 2 days.
Not on that day, or
the day? I think because the day she dies, we get a day of mourning, and then the coronation
on that
of Charles.
Day?
Yeah.
Okay, so what if she dies at like 5 to 5 in the evening? I imagine the next after day. We have already been to work.
I imagine
I want to make sure that I get 2 full days off work,
and then the coronation of Charles, we get a day off as well.
Cool.
I love the royal family.
I hate the royal family.
I love it so much.
I think we should abolish it.
No. It makes us so much money.
It doesn't make us money.
Also...
we can still keep the palaces and stuff.
Right.
Keep the palaces, keep all that tourism, kick the fucking family. Or
you're fucking me off, you are.
Oh, yeah? Okay, so maybe rather than us abolish it, the Queen has got a personal fortune of like £1 billion.
Bless her.
And all of the family members are fucking loaded.
Yeah.
More so than the money they actually get paid. It was a bit dodgy, but whatever. If we are going to keep it, why are the taxpayer funding all this bollocks?
Right.
When they're rich enough to afford it themselves.
Okay. Yes.
This will be good.
Yes, we pay for the royal family.
Yes, when they're billionaires. What is all that about?
But Prince Charles's plan for when he's king is to trim down the royal family, so there's less of them have royal jobs.
Let's trim it down to 0.
No, he's going to trim it. Well, obviously, like the core. So, like Princess Beatrice can fuck off.
She can fuck off. She can go fuck herself.
The royal family. Ooh, no,
it doesn't count because you got to use it.
But and also, did you know? I
was very surprised that you didn't use it when we were talking about Prince Andrew literally having sex with an underage girl. That says a lot, Jason.
Because I haven't got back to it yet. We end on it, and we're still in the middle of it. So I love the royal family. I think they're great. I can't wait for them to grow as a family. Apart from Prince Andrew, who can go fuck himself.
Sweet connection telling you to go and fuck yourself.
There we go.
I think on the coronation, I think I'm going to be one of those people that wears a Union Jack suit. I can feel it.
I can see you in that.
Doing a street party.
You look like Nigel Farage's wet
Don't
dream.
you dare. Although it'll be sad when the Queen dies. Really sad.
I won't.
Just think she's been Queen.
I'll have a party.
For like 67 years.
Something like that, yeah.
She was... So, Trump's coming to England.
She was coronated in 1953.
How'd you know that?
Because I'm a fucking genius,
You
mate.
just looked at your computer screen.
No, I didn't.
So yeah, Trump's coming to England and other world leaders.
Yeah.
Because it's the 70th. This is the 70th anniversary of the NATO.
The NATO Corporation.
And,
no, just called NATO.
And she
North
was
Atlantic
monarch for
Treaty.
3 years when it was made. So yeah, there you
She was
go.
what? She was
monarch
for 3 years.
So, yeah. And then NATO started, and it's now its 70th anniversary. So yeah, 66, 67 years. What a woman!
Mm.
You find me someone else who's now down at such a high pressure job.
A high pressure job? What does she? She just occasionally opens up a leisure centre. That's all she does.
Around the world in a private jet.
Exactly. Oh, exhausting. Fucking.
He gets paid millions.
Yeah, she's a billionaire, and she's asking she's cost me money. I've got to help do up her fucking house. Right, the fucking royal palace needs updating.
Yeah, which you can go to. You can go to Buckingham Palace.
I can't live in it, can I? I wouldn't mind contributing if I could live in it. But she's a billionaire, and she's asking me to pay for her fucking house. Piss off, love.
In the history of England, the length of time that the monarchs have actually lived at Buckingham Palace is very short. It's other castles that used to live at more. It's only really this royal family. Yeah. It's only really this royal family.
But don't they move don't they go to Balmoral?
They go to Balmoral like Christmas, like this sort of time.
Yeah. And Windsor as well.
Is that you?
That's you.
Oh, it is me. Sorry, how unprofessional.
We're doing a show, Jason. Come on.
Sorry.
I'm leaving that in. Carry on.
I'm very sorry. Yeah, I fucking love the Royals. For my birthday a couple of years ago, Cassandra took me to Windsor Castle, and it was like probably the best day of my life. Apart from getting married and being a father. Go to Windsor Castle's up there. Do you know Windsor Castle?
And doing the show as well.
Windsor Castle is on like a main road, and on that main road there's a fucking Nando's. You can literally sit at Nando's staring at Windsor Castle. If the Queen stays there, she could just nip someone across the road to get her a Nando's. There's other restaurants available.
So you think that the Queen is like sitting in her castle having a look at Nando's?
Just looking down and thinking, Nando's, Jamie's Italian, Prezzo,
Pizza Express working?
Squire. No, there's no Pizza Express now. Could you go down and get me a Nando's, please? There's a McDonald's. Mental, isn't it? Like, do you reckon she gets up in the morning when she's at Windsor Castle? Like, fuck me. Judy's off sick. I can't be able to cook myself breakfast. Gary, go down to McDonald's, will you? Get me a McMuffin.
Who's Judy and Gary?
Judy's her chef and Gary's her butler.
Okay. I think she's more than one butler and chef.
Yeah, maybe.
She just sends Philip down to get her a...
Philip, you're off royal duties at me. Go down to McDonald's, will you? Get me a McMuffin.
How many kids do you reckon Philip has fucked? That's the question.
Whoa.
Allegedly.
Whoa.
Allegedly.
Whoa.
Is this going to be the thing that gets us shut down? Possibly.
You can't believe you just come out with that.
And we're going to end the show on that note. So thank you.
We have to go.
Thank you. There are guards knocking on my door as we speak.
I don't know.
So we're gonna
hopefully none. But there is massive rumours that he's had loads of affairs, isn't there?
Almost certainly, allegedly. We're going to end the show on that note. So
we
say thank you. Yeah, so we're going to say thank you for listening.
Hold on.
We've already gone
Hold on a minute. We do not end the show without playing a game. And we're not playing a game of which one of the royal families are nonce. We're not playing that.
Yes, we are playing that game. Spin the wheel of nonce. Prince Andrew. So we're going to say thank you everyone for listening. We're not playing a game this week because we've gone too far over.
Oh,
so we're
just cut some out. Give them a bonus episode.
Thank you everyone.
I'm not happy about this.
I don't care. Thank you everyone for listening.
No, don't end this. No.
We'll see you in a couple of weeks' time.
No.
Bye.
No.
So, Jason, where can you get more Sweet Connection in your life?
Well, Ben, we are on Facebook at Sweet Connection Podcast, and we're also on Twitter at SweetC_podcast. So you can give us a like or a follow.
And you can also find us on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, and Podbean. So if you enjoyed the show, you can give us a rating or a review or recommend to a friend.
And if you wanted to email in a topic or a question or just say hi, it's thesweetconnection@outlook.com.
And if you like this show, you should definitely check out all the other amazing podcasts on the No Please Don't network. Visit www.nopleasedon'tpodcast.com. Massive thanks to CIPP and Carlyle Laurent for all of our jingles. Thank you for listening and catch you next time.
Sweet Connection.